I'm honored and blessed to have Bhikshu Sanghasena ji with me. He has organized what we see from behind is a Mahakaruna Divas. Without further ado, we ask this holy saint, a spiritual guru and a teacher and a preacher of mankind, what Swamiji, what Mahakaruna Divas is all about. And it is aptly written, compassion in action, meditation in action.
Yes, thank you so much. Compassion and the meditation are is the heart of Buddha's teachings. And of course, Karuna or Dhyana, meditation, compassion, not something new we are trying to bring. Everybody knows about Karuna, about Dhyana, or meditation or compassion. But in course of time, slowly, the actual practice of compassion or actual practice of meditation is slowly decline and disappear. We know rites, rituals, ceremonies, prayer, ceremonies. We do mention about compassion, meditation, etc. But unless and until compassion is put in action, everybody have some sort of karuna or compassion, like the parents have for their children, or relatives, for our friends, for our countrymen, for our believer of same faith. Some sort of respect, regard, love, compassion have. This is small karuna. The Mahakaruna, the great compassion, is going beyond the boundaries of my relatives, my families. Mahakaruna is universally inclusive. It includes not only the entire human beings, but animals, living beings. Not only animals, but also includes plants, the environment. So we have to have concern. In another word, compassion means concern, care, respect, regards for everybody and everything of this universe, of this world, including Mother Earth, the water. We are becoming so selfish, so greedy, so egoistic. To fulfill one's own greed, we are destroying environment, cutting trees, polluting water, polluting air. As a result, the whole world is in now in a great crisis, challenges. There's a global weather change. There's air pollution, water pollutions, all kinds of new diseases coming. So for all this, we find this only solution is the universal great compassion, unconditional compassion. That means when we think of something good, so when we think of our own well-being, we must include the whole world. Not only me, not only my family, not only my religion, my country, but the whole world, because the whole world is interconnected, interrelated, interdependent. So this is what we call this Mahakaruna, great compassion. So based on this Karuna, Mahakaruna and meditation, we have started organization in Ladakh called Mahabodhi International Meditation Center. There we have initiated number of spiritual and humanitarian projects, welfare projects. And this Mahakaruna campaign or this program is yet another one to create awareness among the people, the importance of Karuna, great compassion. Love.
Care is something which is very innate.
Right.
And you're talking about caring for everybody's around you.
Exactly.
How this idea, when, if I may ask, if I may request you, or if I may urge you, when this idea of organizing Mahakaruna Divas came as an idea to you, and what was the thought behind it?
Yeah, the original original source coming from Buddha. I'm born in a Buddhist family, brought up in a Buddhist family, and later on got ordained as a monk, and I studied at the feet of my guru, and then slowly I got inspiration from Buddha. When I began to study the teachings of Buddha, the life story of Buddha is full of compassion, and I realized, I felt that I owe something to my people. Based on that and the feeling, I started the Mahabodhi International Meditation Center and taken up not the meditation usually you see, but they are meditation in action too. Sometimes you learn meditation, you learn to exclude yourself from the society, you learn to enjoy peace and happiness for yourself. Usually people means meditation means that, but that's not, this is half of that. Of course, to experience the unconditional, inexhaustible, immeasurable peace, happiness, harmony, tranquility within yourself, you have to learn the meditation, you have to practice. But once you are able to experience that unconditional, that inexhaustible, immeasurable, eternal bliss and joy within yourself, you are expected to open your eyes, look around the other suffering people. Out of ignorance they are suffering, and they have not yet come in contact with these teachings, the Dharma. They have no proper direction, guidance, what to do, where to go, from where peace, happiness, well-being comes. But they are all searching, but they don't know direction. You have gone into yourself, you have experienced, now you have to open the eyes and share that. So meditation is experiencing Buddhahood within yourself. Compassion is sharing that experience with all others, people around, far and wide, unconditionally.
हम बात कर रहे हैं भिक्षुक संघसेना जी से, जो कि एक प्रीचर हैं, टीचर हैं, बुद्धिस्ट मंक हैं, लद्दाख में बहुत सुनहरा कार्य किया. हाउ डिफ़िकल्ट, आप कितना मुश्किल था, आपकी पूरी ज़िंदगी समाज सेवा में लगी, आप चाहते तो आप अपने आप का उद्धार करते थे, आपने कहा उसको अपने आप को जगाना, अपने समाज को भी जगाना उतना ही इम्पोर्टेंट है जितना अपने आप को जगाना. और ये निरंतर प्रक्रिया आपके कई दशकों से चल रही है. कितना कहें, टफ तो नहीं कहेंगे, शब्द गलत होगा, कितना एनर्जी और कितना एफर्ट आपको लगाना?
नो, गलत नहीं है. It has been really tough challenges, so many challenges for me to start the organization and to bring the organization to this level. Tough challenge, tough difficulties. First of all, Ladakh is very remote, high altitude in the high mountain Himalayas, and I started all these projects in a completely desert-like moon-like land, desert. There was nothing, not a drop of water, not a blade of grass, not even insect could be seen, no water, no road, no money, you can imagine. So it was really challenge. And but we have to believe in faith. I have not lost faith and hope. Some voice was coming from my heart, go ahead, things will happen. So I went, and it was very difficult, very hard to...
What was the timeline, if you may like to talk about, if you can talk about the timeline when that idea came and then you started work, setting up this Mahabodhi International Meditation Center and then building around so many things?
Right from the beginning it still continues, but different ways. Yeah, at the beginning different, but now maybe before at the beginning establishing, raising funds, establishing, even having training people to carry this new concept. This traditionally Buddhist monks do not get involved in social service, humanitarian services. Traditionally, not only in Buddhism, Hinduism and everywhere, traditionally monks and nuns remain confined to monastic life, conducting prayer, rite rituals, ceremonies, preachings, never get involved in starting a school or hospital, in ornamental projects, this kind of big program, no. So I have to train my people to understand this, and it was not easy for me, you see. My ideas lofty, my ideas international, and my staff, local people, have not seen beyond this, the mountain around. So it was challenging at the beginning. Now running of that also different. The challenges goes, but very often time it comes to my mind, it's enough now. Now you have to take care of yourself, go to mountains, spend the rest of life in a cave, so many times. And then slowly also come the other side. Yes, you are suffering, you have difficulties, but the number of people with me and maybe few more people with me going through difficulties, challenges, lot of difficulties, compared to the number of people who are benefiting, underprivileged, sick people, poor people, ignorant people, benefiting from meditation, yoga, spiritual teachings, education, medical, other things. The number of people who are benefiting from the organization, it's much more, no comparison with the number of people who are going through these challenges, difficulties. So, and then I feel, it comes to my mind, it's worth sacrificing yourself, sacrificing the smaller number for the cause of bigger numbers. The number of people who benefit is countless, and the number of people who are going through some challenges, difficulties, so small, just few.
आपने अभी थोड़ी देर पहले जब यहाँ पे आपने अपने भाषण में भी कहा कि योगा और मेडिटेशन दो अलग अलग चीज़ नहीं है, दोनों एक दूसरे के पूरक हैं या दोनों एक दूसरे में ही हैं, उसके बारे में थोड़ा बताएं।
Yes, originally yoga means meditation. What does mean yoga means? Yoga or yoga? Yoga means uniting, getting connection, getting united. Connection with whom? Uniting with whom? With the ultimate truth. You can say with God, the universal consciousness, ultimate truth. That is the thing. Initially, originally, yoga means meditation. Then slowly change. Now yoga became more focused on body. Now yoga means making your body strong, healthy. Meditation means making the mind healthy, concentrating. But originally yoga means meditation. So no much difference.
एक सरल जिंदगी, एक अच्छी जिंदगी जीने के लिए what all one needs to practice. आपके विचार से एक जो भाग दौड़ की जिंदगी है, शहरों में जो अब छोटे छोटे शहरों में भी भाग दौड़ की जिंदगी, वहाँ ठहरे कैसे, वहाँ रुके कैसे, how to hold self, how to stop and rethink. We have stopped thinking. We have just become mechanical. How do you explain those problems which are existing? How do you feel? What is the suggestion or advice that you would like to give to people?
Yes, what we see in modern cities, actually, as you mentioned, life is becoming like machines. They have no time to think, and they just follow the already established stream of society. If everybody is running that direction, people are running. Every children are going to school to learn something, they follow. Everybody is looking for a job. Yeah. Everybody is trying to earn money more than others, they are doing. Everybody is trying to have better than others, that is what they are doing. As a result, people are gaining all the material requirement, better house, better car, more money, status, but they are losing human values, the beauty of human life, mental peace, mental purity, and the understanding, natural way of things is losing. So for that, what they have to do is really, we need to have more program. Like you have so much program, so many training, studies, workshop, all kinds of activities, how to make more money, how to make better house, bigger house, even more than what you need. So certainly for the poor people who don't have roti kabra makan, this is a perfect teaching. Without roti kabra makan, you can't think of even spirituality. Poverty, illiteracy, also source of suffering. You have to have first that. After that, then one have to realize that the ultimate happiness, ultimate well-being does not come from material, from money. With money you can buy pillow, but you cannot buy sleep. With money you can buy furniture, you cannot buy relaxation on that. So we have to understand how to draw a line between the need and the greed. Now actually people in the cities are developing greed, but they don't use the word greed. In place of greed they use need, development. When you hear the need, when you hear the development, you agree, okay. But if you look carefully, yes, this is a development, but what kind of development? It's a development of greed. That is the cause, the problem. So we have to have program, we have to educate people. No, inner order, they must be in balance. Unless it is in balance, humanity will never be able to enjoy complete happiness and peace. This balance is missing. All are totally focused on external things, physical part of our life, material part of things. People think that if you have better house, this is wrong. That you can ask those who have.
So if I may ask one very personal question, what brought you to spirituality, and what one idea that made you feel that yes, I want to be a bhikshu, or I want to get into spirituality?
Yeah, there's maybe few different reasons. One maybe reason my past life, because since childhood I was constantly searching, looking, thinking, searching something. I was not satisfied with what exists. Whenever I get little time, I used to get lost in the kind of thinking, who is behind all this creation? Why all this difference? Some are poor, some are rich, some are intelligent, some are foolish, some are beautiful, some are ugly, some are very loving, kind, some are very cruel. Why? Who is this? Who is? What is the reason, or who is behind this creation? I was always thinking, searching, praying, and sometimes I used to ask people, they will laugh at me. I used to ask that whether it is human being, animals or trees, they grow from a small tiny seed and then keep on growing, and after time it stops. Why? Who stops? Who is that? When we grow in childhood, why it doesn't continue to grow? Why it stopped there? Why it stopped? All kinds of things. If I ask this question, people will laugh. They think something wrong with me, crazy, I have gone crazy. So I even cannot ask this question. What I used to do is just go to a place and then cry myself. Tears were coming from my eyes, not finding the answer. And when I came in contact at the age of I served in Indian Army 4.5 years. Then I came in contact with the monk, Buddhist monk, though I was born and brought up in Buddhist families, but my actual knowledge of Buddhism was not there. By name, by tradition, by culture, we were Buddhist. And I came in contact with the Buddhist monk and mindfully tried to hear from that monk about who was the Buddha, what is his life story, what is basic teaching. I realized, wow, that is what I have been looking. I said, is it too late for me to quit this military life and join the monastery to become a monk? He said, yes, there is no time fixed. So the gate of Dharma, gate of monastery open eternally. Those who are ready, those who really seriously interested. I was so happy. I was not too old at 21. Perfect age to enter the monastery. Before 20 you cannot actually. You can invite as a novice student but not as a full ordained monk. So I immediately left the army and joined the monastery. When I joined the monastery I felt coming back home. That's what I've been looking. I was so happy, so happy. That's one reason. And then of course I see a lot of problems. One is the thought coming from previous life, I feel. Secondly, I see a lot of chaos, confused problem already. Was able to notice, but was not very clear.
Sanghasena ji, these are very interesting word that is written in one of the literature that I picked up. It says, meditation is experiencing Buddhahood within oneself. Compassion is boundless fragrance of that Buddhahood in all direction for the benefit of all. How do you explain this?
I said earlier actually this one. The real actual source of happiness. Everybody wants happiness. Everybody wants peace. Everybody wants to be healthy, well-being. But nobody seems to be totally happy, healthy. The reason is they are search for this, the real source of happiness is in the wrong direction. It is within, but we are searching outside. It is here, but we are looking that side. That's why we are not finding. Otherwise, it is not. It's not like that human being cannot be happy. They can be. We do see some sense and such as happy, but their direction, the search search for the truth is wrong direction. I heard somebody lost the key, and he was searching in the garden. Long time he couldn't find the key, and his friend Parosi, the neighbor, saw that his friend lost something. Searching long time, he came. It seems you have lost something in searching. Yes, I lost my key. Oh, I'm sorry. Can I join? He joined. Yes, please. Joined together. Searched a long time. Couldn't find. And his friend asked again, do you remember where he really lost the key? Oh yes, I remember very well. Where? I lost the key inside the house. Inside the house. Then his friend said, if you remember very well that you lost your key inside the room, what the hell you are doing in the garden? You lost the key inside the house and you are searching in the garden. How can you find? And the answer was so childish. Said, what to do inside the house? There is no light, I can't see it. But there is a light in the garden, I can see it, so I am searching in the garden. There may be very bright light in the garden, there may not be light inside, but if you lost the key inside, you can never find in the garden. If you lost the key, somehow, some mechanism, some light has to be brought and search the key inside the house. So this is the same situation with everybody today. Everybody is, they want happiness, peace, talking, but nobody experience real happiness, peace, because they are searching, looking for peace, happiness outside. So the meditation, even Buddha's life of Buddha is perfect example. He was born as a prince. राजा का बेटा था, राजकुमार। क्या कमी था उनके पास? कोई कमी नहीं था। नहीं मिला है पहले पैलेस में. He couldn't find the answers to his question from the palace. He left. He went to the jungle. In the jungle also cannot find, but forest was more conducive to go within himself. He went within himself and found meditation. Then he was happy everywhere. When he found, then he started sharing with others. It is exactly this one. First, he never talked Dharma before. He went into meditation, got this meditation, enlightenment. Then he started. This is what.
Two small questions. One is, what is this Mahabodhi International Meditation Center all about, and how one could come there, or is it by invitation?
Yeah, Mahabodhi International Meditation Center is one of the largest NGOs, non-governmental NGOs based in Leh Ladakh. It is not only the meditation center, it has undertaken numerous welfare projects, medical, educational, environmental and other charitable activities. And during the summertime, people from all over the world come there to participate in our meditation yoga teachings program. We have a beautiful guest house, beautiful meditation center, beautiful campus, and this is actually becoming role model for the rest of Himalayas. as a perfect organization,
Ecosystem,
balanced
ecology.
ecologically, environmentally, and also like inner and outer balancing, not just developing outside like government do. Government people also do a lot of developmental activities, that are building this and that, but no meditation, no moral precepts.
Last 2 minutes, can we ask, how do you tell to our viewers sitting at home how they should meditate or how they should concentrate, a message to them on the camera side?
Yes, I strongly feel that everybody have to really learn meditation, learn Dharma seriously, not ceremonically, not as a rite, ritual ceremony, but seriously. Have to learn what meditation is, what spirituality is, what Dharma is, and you must practice in our daily life. And this learning and practice can be at different level. To understand that properly, initially you will have to find a meditation center, you will have to find a qualified meditation teacher, learn meditation, start practicing in humble way, and then gradually go for longer course, then deeper and deeper in Dharma and understanding. But it has to be regular, proper practice and regular practice. It can be done at home without renouncing your normal worldly life, without renouncing family life, without giving up your job. You can still learn, can practice and benefit tremendously. And later on, when you get mature enough, then you can of course think of devoting your entire life for spiritualities. So we Indians are still fortunate, a more conducive atmosphere in India. There are many spiritual masters, many places. All have to, if they want to make their life really meaningful, purposeful, they have no choice but to balance it, outer and inner, spirituality and materiality. Out of 24 hours, they must find time for prayer, for meditation, for yoga.
Well, that was BHIKKU Sanghasena ji. He has been an inspiration not only in the spiritual world, but he has also been an inspiration to the society at large. He has been taking a lot of developmental work in Leh Ladakh. He has been working very close and developed a lot of models on how to preserve our environment, because he feels you have to care about everybody, whether from the Mother Earth to yourself, to your family, to your near dear, but the Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam is all I can summarize in what BHIKKU Sanghasena ji is trying to develop over decades and decades of hard work. Well, till we meet next time with another guest, it's goodbye from here. I'm Pranav Prakar. We'll come back to you with more interviews in our later episodes. Thank you.